Hello everyone, welcome to eTalks, economic concepts within 5 minutes. Let's discuss the term taper tantrums. Before we jump into it, let's go into the background of it. After the 2008 financial crisis, the Federal Bank in USA went for quantitative easing policy. That is, quantitative easing is nothing but when the Federal Bank tries to improve the money supply in the economy by reducing interest rates so that the banks could give cheaper loans and people would borrow and invest, and thus it would lead to the kickstarting of the economy. The Federal Bank had been doing this continuously for a long time after the crisis to come out of the crisis. After a period of time, it realized that when money supply becomes too much, when there is too much money supply, it would lead to hyperinflation in the economy, which is bad for everyone. Then the Fed one day announced that slowly it is going to reduce the quantitative easing that it has been doing. That is, slowly it's going to reduce the bond purchases from the market. Earlier the Fed used to purchase bonds from the market and used to pump money into the economy. So tapering is nothing but gradually reducing the amount of money that the federal bank pumps into the economy. So here the Federal Bank announced that slowly it's going to reduce the bond purchases in future. Because of this, what happened? The people thought that if the Federal Bank is going to reduce its bond purchases in future, that means there's going to be less money supply in future and the government is not going to purchase bonds anymore, and people had so many bonds. Suddenly they got panicked about the future expectations of the economy. They thought that the market is going to crash. So suddenly they started selling all the bonds into the market. Suddenly when you sell something, when the supply is more than demand, the price of it falls. And the yield increases. We know that price and yield have inverse relationship. Yield is nothing but coupon rate of a bond divided by market price into 100. So if the market price increases, the yield falls, and if market price of a bond decreases, the yield increases. In simple words, it's nothing but, see, for the same coupon rate, when the market price increases, you're paying less. That means the rate of return that you're going to get will be more. So that's why the yield, which is nothing but rate of return in simple words, will be more. So the yield of the federal bonds started increasing, and this reaction is called taper tantrum. Tantrum in simple words mean a sudden response, sudden frustration. Tapering is nothing but the federal government slowly reducing its quantitative easing. So in 2013, the surge in the US Treasury bond yields resulting from the Federal Bank's announcement of future tapering of its policy of quantitative easing is taper tantrum. The reaction of the people in selling the bonds and the market prices of the bond falling, which led to increase in the bond yields. This concept is called taper tantrums. Thank you.